Hi guys, welcome to class. In this session, we're going to be talking about what we need to have to feel important, and if it is important to feel important. So this is designed for intermediate and maybe advanced students. So we're going to answer these questions. We've got a sheet. So I've got an extract from a book which I'm going to send you now, which you should be able to see very shortly. Already have someone. Ali again, you okay?
Hi.
Cool, good to speak with you again, Ali. And also Peter is there. You there, Peter?
Yeah, I think so. Hello.
Okay, so cool. How was your Sunday so far?
It was quite good. I had my full English breakfast.
Yeah, you wrote about this.
I feel pretty full now.
But was it a full English breakfast? Did you have black pudding?
Not that full. And you know I'm a vegetarian, so I can't have black pudding anyway.
Okay, so it was a half English breakfast. So did you eat hash browns?
Not hash browns, but baked beans. I had baked beans, 2 bangers, vegetarian ones. I had fried mushrooms, scrambled egg, fried tomatoes.
Okay, that was good. That's good.
Toast with it, and what else? I think that was about it. I spared the toasted slice of bread that you usually, where you soak
fried bread.
You put it in the frying pan afterwards.
Yeah, fried bread.
And it's disgusting, I think. It soaks up all the oil and fat. Wow.
Did you eat this fried bread?
Well, usually you get that in a bed and breakfast if they are if they really mean it good with you. So, but I hate that. It's just pure.
Normally, I'd eat toast. Yeah, with English breakfast, I'd normally eat toast, but fried bread. Yeah, so this popular. It's just oily bread.
And I didn't have the kippers.
You didn't have the kippers.
I couldn't find any vegetarian kippers.
So now we're going to a quarter English breakfast. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can't even make an English breakfast, and you are British.
The thing is, I haven't eaten an English breakfast for maybe. Wait.
Maybe in Italy.
6 months. Maybe 6 months. Ali, did you say you eat it in Italy?
You have to eat in Italy. That's better.
You avoid the fried food. Ali, have you ever tried an English breakfast?
English breakfast. I tried English breakfast in Palma de Mallorca.
Yeah, okay.
But I think it's better to eat in Italy on Sunday.
Italian food and things, yeah. So
yeah.
And stuff.
I ate with my grandfathers. And
It's nice, yeah. So it's good.
And,
what I'm amazed by is that Peter ate this out of choice, yeah. So Peter, you know you don't have to eat this, yeah. So
well, I have that every Sunday. It's Remembrance Sunday for me.
Okay, so it's not that you like this,
the good old times in Cornwall.
Okay, so you're thinking of Cornwall, yeah. It's not that you like it. You're just thinking, yeah. It's okay. That's interesting. Okay, so you're now full. Did you eat the Sunday dinner, the Sunday roast?
Are you talking to me still?
Yes, Peter.
Well, that is my Sunday dinner because I don't have anything instead.
The Sunday's supposed to have the English breakfast, the big fatty stuff. Then the Sunday
the name full.
Then you can have some more fat on bread for tea. Yeah, so lots of fat. Good. Okay, Pavan is there. But it's okay, Peter, because if you drink grapefruit juice, this kind of burns away the fat, they say, yeah? So that's an excuse. It's not true, but we drink grapefruit juice with the English breakfast to kind of burn away the fat. Yeah?
Freshly squeezed, not the stuff that they have that concentrate sometimes in bed and breakfast. It's disgusting.
Yeah, so it's not, and gloopy as well. Okay, Pavan, can we hear you? Not yet, okay, we'll come back to you. You've been before, so I won't give you the speech about the microphone. Just check your settings, okay, we'll come back. Nicholas is there, and you've got a new photo in the chat box, I noticed. Who's the girl? Is it your niece or something? Okay, wait, we'll come back. Jane, yeah?
Yes,
Good to
I'm
speak with you
here.
again.
Good to speak with you again.
A question, it's not related to the topic, but we mentioned it. Have you ever eaten fried breakfast?
My breakfast? Yeah.
Not, but English breakfast, yeah? Traditional English breakfast.
Oh no, what's that about? I
Okay.
never.
Peter, you explained. Can you show? Did you take a photo of your breakfast? Have you ever taken a photo of your cooking, Peter?
Well, when I'm breakfasting, I don't usually use my camera.
Okay, so next week, take a photo.
I'm
and
not
we'll
that
see.
cocky.
I'm curious now.
Okay,
I actually wanted to do that today. Actually, you're talking about that, but no.
you can take a photo. Okay, so guys, next time
Maybe
you try to cook something, yeah, so take a photo if it's interesting. Okay, so Peter, I'm curious now, yeah. So, okay, yeah, Peter, wow, you can cook Cornish pasties as well.
Yeah.
Can you cook German food?
I've got a original recipe from a Cornish woman.
Okay, yeah, so it's cool. I'm impressed, yeah. So I don't know how any. You just buy the Cornish pasties.
We almost
Anyway,
ruined our oven the last time we did it because I had to make something like 20-25 Cornish pasties.
you had
You
a
shouldn't
Cornish
really do
pasty
that
shop.
in a domestic oven because it takes just too long. All of a sudden, we heard a big bang in the kitchen,
Oh,
and
yeah.
because we had the oven on running for something like 5 hours or so
Beforehand.
in one go.
In one go with 25 years, so they kind of.
Well, it
explode
takes
and
about an hour to get one round of pasties ready. And well, you know, in a domestic German oven, they will only
They're
fit
not used to
something
the Cornish
like
cuisine.
5 Cornish pasties, man-sized ones, not
Okay.
the tiny ones for the pixies.
Man size, yeah, so cool. So I'm impressed that you're quite domesticated with British food. That's good. Ismail, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Hi, Martin.
How are you today? How are you? Are you okay?
I am okay. Thank you. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks. Good to speak with you again. We won't talk about English breakfast now, yeah, but the topic, we're talking about feeling important, okay? So what we need to feel important, and if we all like to feel important, and if we all feel important, okay? That's the aim, and I've got a worksheet that we're going to go through in a minute, but my first question is, Mel, yeah? So do you want to feel important?
I
Or
don't
do you even
want.
feel important?
I don't want to feel important, Martin. For me, it is the most important thing to be a good man. I
Okay,
don't like the classes between people, and I don't like these classes.
the classism, things like this. But what would make you feel like a good person? What could you do that would make you feel like a good person?
If I obey the rules of the society and work and try to bring some services for humanity, it is more important, I think, to become an importance between people.
Okay, yeah. So to contribute well and things like this, to feel essentially important in society, meaning that you matter. So you're being a good person because this matters, right?
Yes, but I accept a little, especially in enterprises. There must be some classes in a while.
Hierarchy.
For example, a manager cannot be always like a ordinary worker.
Yeah. A
Martin.
hierarchy. So there should be a hierarchy.
Yes,
meaning-
there should be a hierarchy in the workplace, I think.
Okay, but it's not about to be important, it's to feel important, as in whatever you do, you feel that it's of value in some way, yeah? So to feel satisfied. Even by being a good person, this will make you feel important because you feel like you are doing the right thing, yeah? So you feel important, you feel good. But Igor, what do you say? Do you feel important? Is it important for you to be important?
Why kind of confused? What is the meaning of this word? To be important, of this
To be
expression?
important.
Yeah,
So
important.
important. So
Could you give me an example of how you feel important, for example?
how I feel important, yeah,
Yeah.
that's difficult. Yeah. So important would just be, for example, if you feel you are doing the right things. For example, you are important to your family or important to your job, yeah, or your colleagues. As in, you feel that you're doing the right things for you and for other people around you. So you feel that people are benefiting from what you're doing. You
Yeah,
feel
I feel
important
this.
to people. So, for
Of
example,
course.
your company, yeah. So you are working hard. Your company benefits from this. You are important to your company. Without you, the company would lose some money because
And
you are generating money.
I'm important for my customers.
Okay, you're important for your customers, yeah. So your customers, without you, it'll be difficult for them to get the products. You'll bring something to them. Okay, so this is an example where you do feel important. Is it
Yes.
important, therefore, for us all to feel important? Like we're doing something for the benefit of someone else, even if we're getting paid for it.
I think the most of people that yes should feel important, want to feel important.
Yeah, so most people want to feel important. So you're saying it's
Yeah.
important to feel important.
Yeah, it's important, I think.
Yeah, what do you say? Nice to speak with you, Dia.
Hey, hello.
Hi, nice to speak with you.
I'm glad to speak to you too.
Cool. Okay, so what about you? Do you feel important?
Yeah, a little important in my life. Yeah,
Okay, tell us.
yeah. How I am affecting my life or affecting with people. Yeah.
Yeah, so why do you need to feel important, and how do you think you feel? How are you important?
Yeah, actually in my work. Yeah, actually I'm a quite important person at my work
Yeah.
because really I'm working as a telesales agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm always trying to convince the customers about my product.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, after I got the deal, one of my supervisors completed and go with the customer through the details until he's satisfied and took the product.
Yeah.
So I am the first impression. I'm the one who give the customer the first impression about my product.
Okay,
So
and is
yeah.
it important for you for your job to feel this? Yeah, like you're doing something that's worthwhile to your customers and to your boss, or do you think we can do jobs where we just think, well, it doesn't matter who benefits, we don't care? Yeah. So, is it of consideration? Do you think it's important for you to feel important?
Yeah, for sure. Because you know, it's when you feel important in doing something, it will make you more, more enthusiastic and more motivation to do this job.
Yeah, motivated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
to do
yeah, will push you up. Yeah, will push you up.
push you further to do things and stuff. Okay, so Ali, what do you say?
Out.
Is it important to feel important?
Yeah, it's very important because you can realize yourself if you feel important. You are realized. No, I
Okay.
think in the job you feel important. It means that you are doing the right job and
Yeah.
you feel good with yourself.
You're satisfied with it. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Ali, do you feel important?
I feel important overall on my job. Yeah, I think
Okay, so
because I have to order to the people what they have to say to do. So I think that I am
yeah.
important in my job.
It's important. You think, well, without you, then someone else wouldn't benefit, like your customers wouldn't benefit, something like this. Yeah. So of course there could be someone else, but it's to feel that you're doing something worthwhile. Yeah. It's not like you're wasting your time. Peter, what about you?
I don't really think it's important to feel important. I would say it's important to feel needed.
Okay.
At least to me.
Wanted,
that is much more important, to feel needed, not to feel important, because you might not be useful if you just feel important.
Yeah, so if you're just in the office going like that all the time, yeah? So you're not useful. So to feel needed and to feel, okay, that's interesting. So it's important to feel needed. That's probably a better word. Okay, and do you feel needed, Peter?
I hope so, at least by
my clients. We need you in
clients.
thing, yeah? So we
I
need
think
you.
They feel they need me, hopefully.
Okay, yeah, but if you didn't feel needed, would that mean it's time for a new job? Or is it okay, or are you happy to do a job just for the sake of doing a job? Or do you need to feel needed in a job, Peter?
Difficult question. Maybe if the pay is so good, so well, I couldn't resist to actually resign from that job.
Even if
otherwise, I would go. For me, usually it's more important to have a good work environment.
Okay, yeah.
So to really feel needed, not that someone just kind of exploits you.
And the thing is that they're doing this, like, I don't know if anyone's seen the Google offices and things like this, is that they're trying to advantage their workers and stuff, not just by salary, but by giving them other benefits, yeah? So giving them, I don't know, table tennis tables, slides to play with, things like that, not just money. But
no, I'm not talking about such things. That is not really important to me. Yeah. You really need to have the feeling that you are needed.
Yeah.
So it's a feeling. It's more like a feeling. It's not like extra incentives like table tennis and I don't know what.
We get that for free in Germany.
Free Cokes or whatever. I've seen that at the Google headquarters. It's nice to have it, but I think
it's not necessary.
The other thing is even more important. If you don't get on with your colleagues, I don't think the table tennis will help.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, you could battle it out on the table tennis table. You know?
Okay.
Okay, so people are asking how to get into the class. There should be one seat left. What's happened? Yeah, so usually 10 seats in total, I think. But guys, I don't know if you can't join now. Maybe it's because it's full for some reason, but there should be one seat left.
Yeah, well, I had the problem before. Somehow there is one ghost seat now.
Okay, yeah.
I couldn't enter, and I only saw 9 people in the class.
Okay, there's 9 people now, but people can't enter. Yeah, so recently things have changed with Google Hangouts and things. Yeah, I don't know if this is one of the changes, but it wouldn't make sense to put less people in.
They're playing too much table tennis at Google.
Yeah, so like this. Yes. Sort it out. Yeah. Okay. So for you to say that, Nicholas, what about you? So do you think it's important to feel important, or would you agree with Peter saying it's more important to feel needed?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hello, Martin. And the thing is that I wouldn't feel important if I were, you know, needed in a job or something like that. If I am in a job and I were, you know, satisfactory or something.
Yeah,
like that.
satisfied.
Something like that, and I would feel I would.
You said something like that. That's cool. It's satisfied.
No, but when you are enough, you know, when you are enough and you
fulfilled.
Well, okay, fulfilled, and well, I would feel like successful, you know, instead of feeling important. But an important person to me is something that do moral or social change and like acts of kind and progress and something like that. For instance, Einstein, even though he has helped to the bomb creation and so on, Gandhi, people like that are
But do you think
important
they
to
feel
me.
important themselves? So we would say they're important people, but do you think they would say, "Oh yeah," or think, "Oh, I'm doing it because I'm important. I feel important."
I don't know. I don't know. I
Let's
don't
ask.
really know. But
Okay.
yeah, but I would feel important if I made this kind of thing, you know. I don't know, helping people and so on. That
But
will makes
would you
me.
be influenced by this, or would you be more influenced by salary? So if, for
No,
example,
no. A salary is very good, helps you to eat or something like that. But a thank you from a person, a thank you from a person, and a phrase of a person saying, uh, "Oh, this guy is amazing" or something like that, is something that money can't give you. It's something really good. I feel really good and important and cheerful or something like that. When they say something good of me because I have helped someone. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
okay. So it's other things, and yeah, Murat has joined us.
Hi,
Hi, nice to speak with you. Is this the first time we've spoken?
it is my first lesson in your class, but sometimes I'm joined the class at Worblink.
Okay, perfect. So Murat, welcome. Where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
Turkey, cool. Okay, and did you manage to follow what we're talking about? So we're talking about to feel important, things like this. And would you say, Murat, you feel important? And is it important to feel important?
Yes, I think it's important to feeling important in our work because money is not only actual factor in our working, but also our motivation is maybe feeling important, but it should be balanced with the other with the relationship to other people. For example, it shouldn't be an egoism as a physiologic concept. It's important if we balance with our motivation as feeling important with the other people, with the relationship with other people. I think it's a good thing to good things that feeling important in our work.
Okay, yeah. So it can benefit people and stuff, and also yourself. Maybe you're in confidence, whatever. But Jane, okay, would you agree with this? What we've discussed so far?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, maybe not. Yeah.
Because I think it depends on how much do you feel important. You know, I think sometimes it's important to feel important.
But sometimes it's
But
not important to feel important.
yeah, yeah, you
Top
know, I
answer,
think
Jane.
it
Top answer.
depends on because uh, if you feel like you are not important, it's not a good thing to.
Yeah, okay. You don't want to go around a bit, deflated or whatever, but equally you don't want to be too much, too cocky. I think it's what we talked
Yeah,
about in the last class.
exactly.
Okay, so
Deflated. That's good. Deflated. Well,
deflated. Do you know
that
this
I have
one?
to keep in
Deflated.
mind.
No,
I like
deflated.
that
When you
word,
feel a bit
deflated.
like there's no air inside, you feel a bit yes, deflated.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on. We're going to talk about some things that you need maybe at work. It's going to be focusing maybe in the workplace to help what you need to help you feel important, things like this. So I'm going to share my screen so everyone can see, and also I'll send the link. As long as you don't commit suicide due to not feeling important, it's not important to feel important. Yeah, so it's basically as long as you don't die, it's all right. Yeah, so, cool. Okay, I want to be the best, to be the most important man in the world, Martin. Okay, Ismail, any last comments, yeah, before we go on?
Martin,
Yeah?
I don't know what to say, but it is a little controversial subject for me, this importance.
Yeah.
People have some sensitivity we always want to be any importance, especially in our society, in workplace. They came from our creativeness, I think.
Yeah.
We have some negative and positive sides.
Okay.
But we should be careful to want the importance, because the importance which was given to us can heartbreaking for other people.
Yeah. So it's
which
how
were
you
working
control it.
together. There must be a balance. It is a sensitive subject.
It's tricky. So it's about feeling important, not as in like the king of the southern hemisphere or whatever, but it's about saying like I don't know, feeling fulfilled, feeling satisfied that what you're doing is worthwhile, not thinking, not asking yourself questions like why actually am I doing this? Yeah,
we should be careful.
Yeah. So to balance it, yeah, to mix it. Cool. Okay, so I'll send you the link to what we're going to have a look at now, and this is basically things that you need really, I don't know, in work or whatever to feel important. We're going to have a look at this. Can you all see the link I sent you, or my screen?
Aye.
Okay, maybe you need to zoom in because it's a bit small. Okay, you can see my screen in any case. So 1 second, if we scroll down, there's a picture. So there's a big picture of a building in London. I don't know if anyone knows this building or have heard of it. It's just a skyscraper in London. Yes, it's maybe oldish now, it's 10 years or whatever. But yeah, look at this picture. Would anyone, and this is kind of like one of the most famous skyscrapers in London, I'd say, but the idea is that not if you get a job there for the sake of it, but would you like to, for example, work in the best office in your country? Yeah, if you were to get a job in an office, is it important for anyone to work in the best office or the most famous office in your country? So, Ali.
Yeah.
Would you feel important if you worked in the best office in your country?
Yeah, I think that if I would work in the most important office of my country, yeah, I will feel important. But I work in a normal office with my colleagues, and yeah, I feel important too.
Okay, so it's not necessarily about this, yeah? So, I don't know, but you were saying, is it necessary? Would you like to work in the best office?
Yeah, I would like to work in the best office. I think that everyone would improve themselves, no, in the work, and to feel more important of what you are. No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So to feel, does this equate to importance? Yeah. So guys, Peter. Okay. Would you like to work in the best office in your country? Well, I guess the most important office would be like Downing Street in the UK, yeah, or 10 Downing Street.
Germany would be to be the personal secretary of Angela, because
yeah, Angie, yes,
I would have quite an influence, because secretaries are always very influential.
Okay, and for you, would it make you feel important to be in this position? Would you like to be in this position?
Not really, no. I'm not the office person, because I like to move around.
Yep, so not be confined.
Not sitting on a chair for 8 hours on end.
The thing is, though, you can walk up and down the Gherkin.
I hated it.
Yes, you can walk up and down the Gherkin, Peter, if you wanted to. Yeah. So, yeah. So the thing is, you're not an office type. But for example, the best workplace. It doesn't always have to be an office. For example, you had a tea shop. Yeah. So would it have made you feel more important, Peter, to have the most prime, the shop in the most prime location, maybe a really famous building, something like this?
Definitely. There you hit a spot. If I had the tea shop in Germany, that would I would have felt very important indeed. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying it does, like, our environment does influence. Yeah, so how, yeah, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you say at DIA? So, do you want to work in the best workplace? This was just an example of an office, but it can be anything, yeah? So, best shop, best warehouse, whatever. Is it important for you to work in the most prime location in your country, DIA?
Sorry, working in what?
Most prime location. For example,
Primary location
really
is
expensive area of Moscow, where the best offices. Yeah, is it important for you? Would you like
to get the primary positions? You mean that?
To work in like a prime location, like to work in the top location in Russia?
In Russia. In Russia or in my country?
Oh dear, you're not from Russia.
Yeah, but I'm not from Russia. I'm from Cairo, Egypt.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Yes, for some reason I thought. Why did I think that? Dima is someone I know from Russia. Okay, sorry, Dia. No, I know someone from Dima. Okay, so in that case I got confused. Okay, so Cairo, Egypt then.
Another tribe from Dima, but exists in Egypt right now.
Okay, so anyway, so Dia. Okay, so not Dima. Okay, so Dia. In Cairo, Egypt, is it important for you to? That'd be kind of odd, yes. Okay, is it important for you to live in the most prime location of Cairo?
Yeah, for sure.
To work in the most prime location of Cairo.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking for that.
Okay, why? Yeah, so why can't you feel as important in some office in a smaller town?
Yeah, you mean that to get a primary position at my work, yeah?
To work in the top office, yeah? To work in the top office in your country, the prime location. Yeah, not about the position. For example, would you feel more important working as the cleaner in the Gherkin or as the top manager of a really small company in a small town? Yeah, that kind of thing. Is your environment, your working environment, enough to make you feel important or not important? Yeah, so Dia,
yes.
What is the most important building or the most famous building in Egypt, apart from the pyramids?
Yeah, you know about pyramids. Yeah, there is a Cairo tower here.
Okay.
Cairo tower, yeah.
How important would you feel if you worked at the top of the Cairo tower?
Yeah, I will feel great for sure.
Okay, and would this be enough to make you feel important? We're not talking about the position you had in that company. We're just saying that where you work. Yeah, where you work.
Where I am work right now?
No. We're not saying the position you have in the tower. We're just saying you work in the tower. Okay? Is this alone enough to make you feel important? Just because you work in the tower, you're thinking, great, yeah, I'm important.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, so it's interesting. Igor, what do you say? So, top building in Moldova.
I would say that for me this is not important where to work. For me it's important what I do and how much they pay me, because I do not work for I don't know, I work for money, not for a place where I work.
Or yeah, for other reasons, yeah. So it's not just about the place. Yeah, to be honest, I don't care. Yeah, so you know.
Yeah, I don't care. I can work in center of the city or in town, in small village, but it's important what I do and how much.
Okay, yeah. So what you do in the things there, so or in your messy bedroom or something. Yeah. So
yeah.
Igor, for you wouldn't feel important if you worked in the top building in Moldova.
No, here we don't have so much top buildings. I don't know, maybe for someone from my country is important buildings, but for me I do not see significant importance in this building.
Okay.
It's something usual building that you can see in London everywhere, I think.
Okay, yeah, so just kind of standard.
Yeah.
Ismail, okay, what about you? Would you ever like to work in the top office? Or, for example, on the top floor of an office building?
On the top place.
Martin.
On top of the Gherkin.
The Gherkin. But I think it's just an effort to get up it, yeah? So
I'm in the
elevator breaks your
I
screwed.
work in an in the gherkin.
I work in the gherkin, yeah. So I be important.
Pretty
because I work in the
stupid.
gherkin, yeah? Okay. So Ismail, what about you? Not
Martin,
necessarily-
I don't like all of the top, all of the high, all of the challenge.
Yeah.
I don't like this. It is important for me as a man who are living in the earthquake region.
To not live at the top.
The
of
safety of the building, and for example, we always build higher and higher building. We don't think when the earthquake hit the building, how we evacuate this building. I think this is more important than the other thing.
So firstly, because it's no good feeling important in a really tall building, you know, if the earthquake comes and you know, there's no building anymore. But yeah, so you're saying about being practical as well.
Yes, I don't say there must be some services in the workplace or in the buildings which we are working, what we are need for doing something, but too many luxury is not good, I think.
I think if you have too many luxuries, you do get lazy, yeah? So I think that's so, but I don't know, yeah? But would this do anything for you, Ismail, yeah? So you're in the top of the tallest building in Turkey. Do you feel like, yeah, I don't know, spin around in your chair?
I got it. Yes.
Yeah, you understand?
I am the best.
Playing with money all day long.
Yeah, or just, I don't know, running around, yeah, or just, I don't know, even getting, I don't know, doing something like taking off your clothes off because you're at the top of the building, no one can see you, but you can see everything, yeah? Something like that, yeah, just to feel a bit, you know, yeah, like that, yeah? So, would anyone be, you know, okay, so, Jane, what about you? I'm not saying about taking the clothes off the top of the building, but would you like to work in like a really, would it motivate you to work in a really, really cool place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Any last comments before we yes, just yes.
When you look very closely at that picture, you can actually see some people banging at the windows trying to get out.
Wait.
They might be very important.
Okay, yeah, so the thing is that, yeah, I don't know if I'd like to, because also this would be, I don't know if it's
It
dangerous.
looks kind of
So,
scary, that building.
yeah, it does look scary, and also it looks like a gherkin, yeah? So that's why it's called, by the way, we call it the gherkin. The official name is not the gherkin, but we call it the gherkin. So this is like the slang name because it looks like a gherkin, like the cucumber.
And the further up you work, the deeper you can tumble down. Huh? That's also a problem.
Okay, yeah, so if the building collapses.
In both ways. Well, I'm not just talking about collapse of the building, but generally speaking.
So yeah, so if it's targeted or whatever, yes, things like this. Okay, so that's interesting. Any comments on that one before we go on to the next question I'm going to ask? Okay, let's go on. Okay, so you guys wouldn't be so motivated by working in the top building. Okay, so
Martin,
yeah.
is this building real or generic?
Oh, no, this is a real building in London. So we have very odd buildings in London now. This is from maybe 10 years ago. At the time, this was seen to be very unusual, but now we've got some more unusual ones called the walkie-talkie. Has anyone seen this building?
This one looks nicer. By the way, is it illuminated at night, this one?
I think so. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm curious. I want to go back and
I've
to
seen
see
a
it.
building that glows in blue color.
I think that's the Shard, yeah? I don't know if you've seen the Shard.
I'm not sure.
This is a new skyscraper that's just been built, and they say it looks like a walkie-talkie. Can you see?
How long is the building, Martin? Do you know?
How tall? I'm not sure, but it's not like the tallest or other. Yeah, so I don't know how tall it is, but we've got one that's probably the tallest in London called the Shard, and this opened maybe a couple of months ago. But this is quite tall.
Martin, sorry. The tallest building is the last one of Renzo Piano in London.
So
This
the
guy-
police building.
The tallest building. The tallest.
What's the tallest building in London? I'd say
yeah.
now it's the Shard. This one.
What's his name?
The Shard. The Shard.
The Shore. Yeah. Do you like it?
I kind of like it now, but at first I didn't like it. When they were building it, I saw it and I thought, yeah, so it looks ugly. But now when it's illuminated, I think it looks quite cool, especially where it is, because there is lots of like office buildings here. I think it looks okay, but of course it's unusual. Yeah, it's not.
It's unusual.
Where is it? Is it at Canary Wharf? Or
by Tower Bridge, near the Tower of
there,
London.
yeah.
So
Okay.
just there, if you see like the City Hall, which is all the offices for the Mayor of London and the management of London, or whatever. They have their offices there. It's just behind there. And now there's a viewing platform. So if you want a good view of London, you can go up it. Yeah, and you can go right to the top, and it's open to the
Looks
public.
quite nice. I
But it's
prefer
unusual, yes.
to the walkie-talkie. That looks like the went something wrong with the construction or so. It looks.
The walkie-talkie
Very
looks, I think, is very, very strange. But yeah, so here's the gherkin. If you can see behind, the walkie-talkie is bigger than the gherkin. But this is the thing. So these are considered like very famous buildings now in London, very new. But to be honest, I wouldn't like to say I work in the walkie-talkie. It sounds stupid. But where do you work? Oh, in the walkie-talkie. Oh, good. Yeah. So great. But I don't know. Yeah. So in your countries, you probably have like important buildings. Yeah. Think of this. So that was one thing. So we're generally not motivated, or some of us are motivated, some are not by these kind of tall buildings. Let's go to the next bit. So if you go to B, there are a few features, okay? We're going to talk about these features that could motivate you to work better, or would make you feel more important at work, yeah? So if, for example, you had a alley, yeah? So if, for example, you had a reserved parking space, how important would this make you feel at work? If you had a car parking space that was just for you?
4.
4 out of 5, yeah?
For what I have to say to express my note, what's the expression that you have used?
So how important would you feel? What sorry? On a
4,
scale, yeah.
4 to 5. 4 to
Yeah.
5.
So we say 1 to 5. We do it like we did in the last class. 1 to 5. How important would this make you feel?
4 to 5.
4 or 5. This will make you feel quite important.
The most important is to have a personal business card.
Business card, yeah. So
And
business card, business
and
card
the
or
company
business card?
credit card. And a company credit card.
Company card and company credit card, so you can basically spend all your boss's money. Cool. Okay. So you would say this is quite important. Who would agree with this? Yeah. Who would disagree with this? Who thinks a reserved car parking space wouldn't make them feel important?
I don't care.
You don't care, yeah? So
Yes.
you work remotely, right?
Sorry?
You work remotely, so from home.
No, I work the job, but we have a parking space, but I don't care.
Yeah, and who cares, for example, as well, if you haven't got a car, yeah? So I don't care. Who would care about this? Peter, do you care? Would this make you feel important?
Not me personally, but I know many people who are really keen on having a reserved parking space, and they get very angry indeed if someone
takes it.
parks on that.
Car parking politics, yeah. So it's
They shoot each other.
yeah, so shout. Okay, so, but you wouldn't, Nicholas, okay, in a company in the future, or now, whatever, would you feel really important if you had a reserved car parking space?
A reserved parking space. Yeah, it's like getting into the company with a car with your Porsche, and you.
It's kind of cool.
Please shove off. I'm here.
Yeah, this is mine. Yeah, so this is my.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
It's like a dog peeing. Yeah, so rather than peeing, you're just putting your paws there.
Yeah,
Okay.
but.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think it's really important, and I think it's really, well, of all the things here, a personal business card would be maybe important for the company, but to to make you feel good. Here it says, how important are the following in showing a person's status in an organization? So,
So would you say, is a reserved parking space something that would show someone's status? Yeah? Or
yeah.
definitely. Okay,
Yeah.
so you would agree with this, the rest of you. So Jane, what would you say?
Sorry, pardon me about the parking.
Yeah, if, for example, you got given a reserved parking space, would this make you feel like the bee's knees?
Feels like bees.
Oh, sorry, the bee's knees is the best of the best.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I think so, because it depends on the place. If you are always in trouble to find a place to park, I think it's good.
Yeah, so practically you're saying yes.
Yes.
That's rather convenient. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, but in
Not
terms
important,
of
but practical, yeah.
practical, yeah. So away from practical, would this do something for your ego, Jane? Would this do something for your ego? Do you know what the ego is, guys?
Ego. Okay.
Your
If
ego.
I didn't get if it's good for ego, is that?
Would it be good for your ego? Would it rub your ego? Would it make you feel a bit, more powerful? Of a higher status, like you've got a higher status.
Jane, would you feel taller if you could say, look at that, that's my personal parking space.
Yes,
And
exactly.
that's a plate with my name on.
Look at me, yeah. So
Jane.
Would you feel more important?
would you feel more important?
Your
A good
self-esteem.
dress. A good dress.
A good dress would mean, okay, that's something else, yeah? So
Haircut.
your boss, you can negotiate with your boss. So Jane, we're thinking of, putting you on the top floor. We're thinking of giving you car parking space. We're thinking of send you private jet. No, just give me a dress, okay? So, okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so Ismail said if there's enough car parking spaces, that's okay for you, yeah? It doesn't matter. Okay, guys, we're going to do it a bit differently because it'll take a long time to go through each of them. I want you all to look at the options. So a car parking space, an office with a view, uniform, person, and choose maybe two that would make you feel important, that you think, actually, I would like this, and two that you think, well, who cares, yeah? So that can stay. Okay, so have a look through this list and choose two that you think would make you feel important, and two where you think, actually, who the hell cares? Okay? I'll give you time to think, and then we'll discuss this. So flying business class, for example, yeah? So
Me.
you would like this one?
Definitely. I'm very tall, so I need to fly business class.
I'm short, so I don't care. Okay, so you would like it, again, for practical reasons.
For practical reason, yes.
Would you feel good about it? Would you feel like, yes? Would it add anything to your foot size?
No, it's practical. Nothing else. It wouldn't make me feel more important.
Okay, so for you, it wouldn't matter if you went business class or first class?
Just for the leg space.
The next, what, sorry?
The added leg space.
Added the leg room, yeah, the leg space?
In business class.
Okay. Who would agree with Peter? So, traveling by business class, would this make... Has anyone traveled business class before?
Is anyone a millionaire in this classroom?
No, the thing is, sometimes I've heard this never happens to me because I go with the cheap airlines because I'm tight, but I've heard that sometimes if there's a space in a normal airline on the business class, sometimes they upgrade passengers to business class to give them better service, so they're more tempted to use that airline in the future if there's room. Yeah, I've heard that this happens sometimes. Has anyone heard of this? Or, for example, if you complain, yeah, okay, go in business class, yeah?
And they upgrade you to business class? I've never heard of that before.
So I've heard of this, yeah? So with British Airways, very, very rarely, but I've heard it happen sometimes, yeah, to give customer service. But I don't think they'll do this much, yeah? So it's usually maybe if the customer's peed off, or if there's I don't know if there's really lots of room and they're an important customer or something. Yeah, so I don't know to distinguish. But it makes sense. If I had an airline, I would do this. Yeah, so give the customers a good service because then they'll maybe come back. But then they'll probably buy the cheap ticket next time. Yeah, and expect. I don't know.
Ryanair. You could fly Ryanair.
Business class with Ryanair. What's that? Yeah. Actually, you know.
Fly Ryanair business
toilet,
class.
Yeah?
You
So
can actually sit down.
Yeah, you actually sit down. In the future, I think we talked about this before, but they're going to make people stand up or something. Yes, it's interesting. Maybe those who are outside Europe don't know Ryanair. Ali, do you know Ryanair?
I said Ryanair.
Yeah, yeah. I travel with Ryanair a lot of time.
And do you care? For me, I don't care. I think it's great because it's
the best company, Ryanair, because you can fly with 20 euros.
Yeah, and lots of people
I don't need business class.
For me too. If it's my own money.
Play the Irish lottery. That's very good. It's an added plus.
With Ryanair.
Yeah.
Ryanair.
You can actually buy lottery
about Ryanair
on board.
You can buy Ryanair scratch
For
cards.
the
Yeah?
Irish lottery. And you might even have to go to Dublin to pick up if you win anything. I don't know.
I wake up every time with this lottery.
Okay, yeah. So, so that's this. But for you, you don't feel if your company were paying for Ali. Okay, so if your company were paying for a ticket, would you prefer to go business class? Would this make you feel?
Yeah, sure. If I have a credit card, a company credit card, I would fly in first class, not in business class. if I could.
Okay, but your own money, Ryanair is perfectly good. Yeah. So, okay, Dia. What would you say out of the list I gave you? What would make you feel most important? What would make you feel least important? Yeah. Okay, we'll come back. Igor, what would you say out of that list? What would make you feel the most important?
To work in Google company or in a Microsoft company. From that list, I do not see something important.
Okay, so for you it would be, and why would you say Google or Microsoft?
Because we have only few companies like these companies, and their domain in what domain they work for me is interesting.
Okay, because of the field, and also maybe because it's kind of exclusive. So if you work for these companies, not many people can work for these companies, so that would make you feel important.
Yes, and you see that Google, what company is Google or Microsoft, for example, in comparison to other companies?
I don't know.
I was told that Google feeds the employees, but also their families. You know.
Yeah, I've heard this as well. Yeah, so they have unlimited food, like cafeterias and things. They can just eat food, and also, yeah, the families are invited as well. The families can go and play or whatever.
It's so cool. It's so cool. They protect a lot of their employees. They told me that. I was told that.
I think it's quite good. Yeah. So, Nicholas, you'll be motivated by this because this will motivate you. This will make you feel important, right?
Feel important? No, feeling more comfortable, comfortable. You know.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
You can do your job better. Especially, for example, if you've got a babysitter. Yes, if you've got your children, you don't want to send them to a babysitter. You can bring them to work, let them play on the table football. But you know they could get distracted. They could distract you or whatever. So, have you got any alternative, Nicholas, to what we just discussed? Anything here that would make you feel important?
Anything here? Okay. Well, to be an employer, the size of my desk, flying business class, a company credit card, and well, taking holidays when you like, that wouldn't make me be important. I don't know why, but you know, and you know, your name on your office door.
Yes.
Your name on your office door is, oh my God, that's puka. You know what I mean?
That's puka. Yes, it's cool.
Yeah, that's your name on your office door.
Okay, yeah, so to see, yeah, things like this. Okay, and would everyone agree? So,
what is a company credit card?
so it's a credit card. It's the company's credit card, so therefore you can spend money and you can charge the company. So if you go to a hotel for business reasons, you can charge the company and the company pays for it. Yeah, or you basically anything you spend that's kind of related to the company, you can spend it on the company's credit card rather than your personal credit card.
Okay, but you spend in a purpose that you something do in that company, not for your pleasure.
Well, you know, there's a thin line, I think. Yeah. So, oh yes, I needed this hamburger because it helped me with the work. It helped me because there's a thing called sustenance. Yeah. So you can claim expenses. I'm sure it's the same in your countries for sustenance, and that means if you travel because of your company, the company can pay for your food because this is called sustenance, which means it's maintaining you on the journey to your work. So things like that you can put on your company credit card, like food, if you've got a meal from McDonald's or whatever, because that's during the journey to get to the project or whatever. But it's very, very tricky. Yeah, sometimes there's a thin line, and it's not so clear. I don't know. I guess it's the same in your countries. Yeah, with this, have you heard of it? Sustenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go in another countries to
usually it's
trip related to your job, to your work, so they give you or money or to live in that country. I mean, for food, for where to live, and hotel, for all kind of things.
But can you imagine, rather than being given the money, you just get given the credit card? Yeah, that's what it's like. So just spend what you like. Yeah, as in, of course, don't be stupid, but spend what you think is appropriate.
Yes, but with a limited sum of money, because they would not give you unlimited.
So dad giving the credit card, yeah, to the daughter. It's dangerous. I think maybe could be. Okay, so any last points before we go? So before we make a move, any last points? Yeah. So on that, Ismail, what do you say? Anything to conclude?
Martin, the institutionality is the most important thing. I think if I want to say from a workplace what I want to
institutionality, you mean being loyal to the company, yeah?
The work procedures are going to be according to rules, and workers should obey the company rules.
Yeah. Okay, so fitting in, doing your bit as the employee. Yeah. So okay, that makes sense. Okay, so guys, we've run out of time. I've got to go now, but good to speak with you. Hopefully, I can speak with you soon. Okay, so take care, guys.
Okay, within 2 hours. Bye bye.
Thank you, Martin. See you, guys.